All right, how's everybody doing today? So it's now the 19th, so the 17th came and went, but I don't think we have too much longer to go. You know, I've said before, I think this whole thing with the straits that has more to do with the exodus, so to speak. Saying it'll be fully open by Friday. Which is why the original peace thing with Iran was signed electronically with email. Remember that? And then they signed it for real like the next day or whatever. Because the oceans are symbolic of the space between the worlds, and so they would have sent it electronically. But I think what was going on is that so the timeline still ran out, you know, way back here on the Trump thing that we were talking about. But one, you know, looking back, you know, one of the things that so from the 14th to the 17th, we had the cage match, whatever you want to call it, and I was viewing that as the 3 days of darkness, but that was still part of the shaking to and fro, as it talks about, swaying like a drunkard in Isaiah. So that was still going on. So I think we cleared all that on the 17th. And that is actually what put us into the 3 days of darkness, which should take us through till what, Saturday, give or take. So you know, like I said, this really can't go on a whole bunch longer. It's gone longer than I thought it would, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure there's a process to it all, right? And we have to do certain things first. And so I think the causality loop that went from the blue moon until the 17th, that was all part of the same leftover remnants of all the timelines being closed out at the blue moon, if that makes sense to anybody. So, you know, the 17th, that was, you know, when Donald Trump with the 007 starting the 10-day count. And then I think once the 10-day count ended, then we moved into the void for 3 days. Or, you know, because again, it's all hearsay until it actually shows up on the stage, right? Just like, you know, for years, how many people have talked about that whole line in Isaiah about the earth swaying like a drunkard, okay, and who thought that this is what it would mean? You know, everybody I know thought, yeah, literally, and that's why the shadows on the moon are incorrect, is because the earth is swaying like a, you know, if that's the case, it's been doing it for 14 years. I've been watching the shadows in the wrong place on the moon for a long time. So, it is what it is. It's just the way I see it, right, wrong, indifferent. It doesn't matter, but to me it does. To some people it does. I don't know. So, yeah, I think we just get through today and tomorrow. That should conclude the 3 days of darkness. So I don't know. We'll see. So hold in there. You know, it's kind of funny because, you know, that's why these updates are so hard, because we're actually running out of things. It's all the same thing, right? I don't know, Groundhog Day 2.0, 3.0, whatever you want to call it. All right, I love you all. Take care. Bye bye.